Yeah, we're barterers.
Yeah, no big deal. What up? Welcome to the Barter Podcast. If you would like to trade us fruit snacks for a Patreon subscription.
Right?
Well, speaking of which, I have some gifts for the podcast.
What?
One gift for you, one gift for you.
Oprah.
Is it fruit snacks?
Was it free from my work? Yes.
Oh.
Do you need them? I don't know. But they're pretty cool. Are y'all ready?
Is this a new version of Not Trivia where you ask us a question and then answer it immediately?
No. This is exciting.
I can't wait.
This is exciting.
Is this from a film set?
No, it's. I'll explain where they came from in a second.
Is it a Gatorade in a can? Because that's all I remember from film
It's a
sets.
full shaving kit, baby.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
what? Yo! Sorry.
There you
I
go.
should've
I know I'm going to hit puberty soon.
Yo,
so
there's
huge.
a zip tie on it.
Yeah, they're brand new.
Ah! I can't get it on my teeth.
Do you have scissors over there? Or a knife?
Yo, I actually use wall shit to cut my hair like every 3 weeks.
Well, this comes with 2 clippers.
This is tight.
Wow.
I can't see in
Hey,
it.
this one has scissors in it.
Wow!
Yeah, they both do. Oh, there you go.
Functional.
You already opened yours?
It was open.
Oh, yours is open?
No, you got the pre-open one.
Oh, this came with pubes.
Lucky you.
Whoa!
Oh,
new
yeah.
cutters. Yeah!
Yeah, it's got clippers,
Hell
scissors,
yeah.
Batteries included, by
batteries
the way.
included. That was the one. Okay, so
Yo, there are 2 clippers in here. One big one for my hair and one small one for my pubes.
that's exactly right.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
just destroyed this box. but
You're welcome.
hell yeah.
Thank you.
So basically, the place I just started working at is a production supplies warehouse, and they just moved into a big warehouse. But at the old one, the place before it was like mass, like Amazon, like buy in bulk type shit, and they'd sell it in that warehouse. And they got 26 boxes, 2 in each one of those.
Whoa.
So like just
Jeez.
delivered there one day. And so yesterday I consolidated all 26 boxes into 3 boxes, and the only 3 that wouldn't fit were one for me and one for you guys.
Hell
Look
yeah.
at you.
But
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
Yeah,
bro.
nice.
I got to tell you, man, free shit
I'm glad y'all were happy.
is fucking awesome, but free shit that is something that I use constantly and was planning on buying a new one soon anyways is like
I got to
best
admit,
case
it
scenario.
looks like you've never used a razor once in your life.
That's why I was like, I don't know if you'll
cut-
use it.
I cut my own hair before the pandemic because I hated going to. I used to just shave my head straight. And
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I do mullet or
I
shit.
started like learning how to do a little bit of a fade.
Ooh.
But yeah, man, I fucking love this shit. I do. I trim up here a little bit, and I trim underneath, and then but my whole head
Yeah.
gets chopped up. Maybe I'll use this to shave my beard one day. Who knows?
Hell
This will
yeah.
be the beard shaven one.
Yes.
Before this dies, I'll shave my
I
beard.
feel like
off.
I've seen you without a beard.
No,
I don't
you
think
haven't.
I ever have.
I haven't?
No, you
No,
have
you
not.
haven't.
Have you had it short?
Maybe
No.
shorter.
Nobody in LA has seen me in person without a beard.
Yeah, I've seen pictures.
Oh,
I've seen
Maybe
child.
maybe a picture on the Instagram or something, but yeah.
No, I've seen the kid version of you.
Yep, I didn't have a beard when I was a child. That is true. Didn't have one then, but yeah, I've been thinking about.
You are
shaving,
Italian.
actually.
You could have.
That's true. I did. I mean, I
I
started.
think
I
he
went
had
to a
facial hair in the picture.
I went to a school where facial hair was not allowed, and so I had to start shaving in 8th grade.
Oh, my God.
That makes
Yeah,
no
so
sense.
it was brutal, and it was. I really tried to find ways to skirt around it because, like, it was no facial hair, but you were allowed to have sideburns, and the line of where a sideburn ended and a beard started was.
You were Amish.
You had
just
mutton
grew, like
chops.
the biggest chops I could possibly.
yeah.
Yeah, and so it was like I would just like shave the
Notre
middle.
Dame logo.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
exactly.
don't touch right here.
Yeah,
Like,
Just a thin, a tiny pencil line where they separate it there. Yeah.
no, these are my sideburns.
No, but it worked perfect because I couldn't grow a mustache until college, but I had like a full beard other than that. So just massive.
I think I
massive
had mustache
sideburns.
first, and then everything was really patchy for a long time.
Interesting. That's like, do you have some Latin in you?
Not
Some
that I
South
know. of.
American.
I don't know.
I feel like all my friends that have like Mexican or like any sort of
I've-
Latino in them, they started here and then worked their way down, which I did the opposite.
Yeah.
Started
I have
from
no
the
idea
bottom
what my
down
dad's
here.
side of the family is. So
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up.
no, I just don't know.
I'm
We've
really
my
sorry.
mom is very
Bo,
into
hold on.
research.
I just want to, Brian, I just want to take a second to apologize.
Quick group prayer.
about my
Yeah, I just
my
hold on,
dad's
can we
hair.
all hold hands?
I know my dad.
You know, wait, just never asked him?
No, he just doesn't really know. Like my mom researches
got
that shit. She's like, I'm 100% Irish. Boom.
Which is, I mean, what are the chances?
Yeah.
So when you ask your dad your heritage, he just goes,
I don't know.
I
fucking know.
not sure. Don't know. Could be here, could be there. I don't know, right?
Pretty much.
What does he look like? What's his skin color? What's his hair texture?
his dad is Akeem Olajuwon.
I wish. I was a huge Hakeem fan. I have his autograph.
He's
No
the
big deal.
greatest.
Yeah.
Could you imagine meeting your dad and all you have to show for it is an autograph?
Yeah, it was tough to go back to.
That's how. The only instance that I have of that is when I met Kevin Nash when I was a young child.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh,
I never met
R.I.P.
Hakeem
his
Olajuwon.
friend Scott
I
Hall.
know, yeah, Scott Hall kicked the bucket. I was chewing on a toothpick the other day out of respect.
Yeah, I threw a toothpick at every camera I saw.
Most like sports autographs that I have, I wasn't there for. They were given to me, or I was too young to remember it.
Weird. That has an eerie feeling of like
Except for
wearing a
George
band
Bush.
shirt of a band that you've never. Wait, what?
The only autograph I actually got was George H.W. Bush.
Oh my God! In person?
He gives autographs?
was at
Why
an
not
Ast-
anymore? But
He was
yeah.
at an Astros game, and we had like for the maybe 2 times in my life had like the really good seats, the Diamond Club behind the home plate,
Okay.
like area, and he was front row there. And my dad was like, "Go get his autograph." He bought me a baseball, and I went and got.
Was this wheelchair neck brace
This
era?
was if he wasn't in a wheelchair, it was very close.
Yeah.
He was definitely like decrepit. I was probably like 12,
Yeah.
like old enough to like not be like I don't know what I'm doing, but like still didn't really know who George H.W. Bush was. At least like not like didn't really know anything about anything. I guess.
Right.
Yeah, you're not really up on.
Yeah, I was like he was the
presidents too
president.
much,
Cool,
but
I'll go get his autograph. Like
Yeah, I would get every president's autograph.
yeah.
on a baseball too. Fill it like a
Yeah.
Yankees World Series sort of baseball. Cover that shit and display it like the
Yeah.
Sandlot ball.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty cool.
I wonder
Well,
when autographs
fun.
started. I wonder if George Washington ever gave an autograph.
I mean, he signed shit.
Yeah, he did.
Interesting. Yeah, it had to come from that era, from like when signing shit was really, really important. Like,
Yeah.
like after
Now everything's a picture.
1777, they're like, we should start signing other shit. Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
People now ask for pictures. Like I feel like asking for an autograph is fucking weird.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
I've actually stopped asking for pictures
I
when
will-
I meet celebrities.
no.
I met a director that I really like one time, and I asked him if I could shake his hand, and I was like, is that weird?
In
Like, should
COVID?
I was like,
At the peak of
no,
COVID?
it was before COVID, but I was like, even then I was like, hey, do you mind if I shake your hand? Like, and
Yeah.
then I was like, that feels like
Yeah.
something like your granddad would be like, yeah, I met Elvis one time, and I shook his hand, and
Yeah.
we looked each other in the eyes, and there was this moment where he knew that I could have been him as well. Something like that. Like, I feel like I've heard that, but you know.
I saw Larry David at the casino, and I just said, "Hey man, big fan," and walked away, and I just hear, "Thank you."
That's pretty funny.
You know you're gonna get a no if you ask him for. A
No, I
picture.
wasn't going to.
Yeah,
I was just like, he was
yeah.
buying in, I was cashing out.
But that
I
is
saw
getting-
him. Yeah.
That is getting a picture with Larry David. Him turning you down. That's
Oh, yeah,
what you
yeah,
want
sure.
from him.
No, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna ask him. I just thought it was cool to see him.
Upsetting him is like
Yeah.
a cool thing. To
I
do.
know, but I
It's
wouldn't
like-
act-
You're just in a scene from Curb all of
To
a sudden.
see somebody else do it would be amazing. I would feel like shit for a week after like bothering
What was
somebody.
he playing?
Probably poker. I think that's what he always plays. It was Hollywood Park Casino, so like there's nothing else really good to play. Like you can play like No Limit or not No Limit, like some weird version of blackjack there. You can play like have you ever been there?
No.
It's mostly a poker room.
Is that in Inglewood?
Yeah.
Do they have OTB there?
OTB?
Off track betting, horse races?
No, not that I. No, yeah, they have a whole
have
other
been there.
room. Yeah,
I've been
they
there.
have the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
other room for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's horse betting, there's sports betting and bookmaking on one side, and then a big poker room that also has some blackjack. That it's a weird version of blackjack.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
Are you
poker's-
a gambler, Taylor?
No, I'm not. Could you tell when I fell off
Yes.
as soon as you started talking about the casino? Yeah, I've gambled once and I won $5 in the slot machines.
That's
and that
very
was
cool.
that was about it. Yeah, gambling never like really made sense to me. Like the potential of winning money seems so small versus the guarantee of losing money.
Right.
Yeah.
But you started comedy.
I did start comedy. Yeah, I did. I put very little money into comedy until this
No.
podcast.
Time is money, baby.
That is true.
I
but
probably lost $1 million that I didn't know I made doing
yeah,
comedy.
Yeah, I guess that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I could have just started working at like a cement plant, and I would be so well off now compared to what I'm doing.
That's weird that you went to cement plant.
It's not weird.
Well, it's not. It's
We
because,
built this fucking country.
you ever seen the bridges in New York? Yeah, that's my family who did that, huh?
Ever heard of them?
They let us over here to do that, and then they said, "Oh, go right back."
Yeah, gabagool.
And we said, "We coming back, and we'll change our name to be American." But yeah, I just
Wait, is that true? They sent them back?
yeah,
The Italians?
Italians came over. They built the bridges for New York, and then they went right back to Italy.
Outsourced labor.
Yeah.
Still doing it to this day.
That is true. It is happening.
Just stealing our money and taking it back to their country and not stimulating our economy.
Bastards.
I feel stimulated.
Fucking Italians.
All right, Bo, do you have
Yeah.
you got a little
So
something?
so now these stories are a week old, but who cares? It doesn't really matter.
I don't think our listeners read much, so I feel like we're bringing it to them.
It's fine. I was gonna challenge y'all, since these are all kind of silly news stories, to kind of do you both have to come up with Weekend Update style jokes with the news stories.
Sure.
That seems fair,
Wait,
right?
This is an improv class.
No, it's just they can be bad, like they can be terrible jokes, but if you can come up with one in a short amount of time, that's kind of the gist. So I'll just read you the headline. So if you were Michael Che and you were Colin Jost, or vice
Should we
versa.
get in costume?
Yeah. Can we bring the brown paint in, please?
Jesus Christ, you guys, come on. No blackface this episode.
Yeah.
You only did that when we were an audio only podcast.
That's right. Just for our guests to be like, what is happening right now?
Okay. Okay, y'all can take your time to figure this first one out, but I feel like
That's what we want is some radio silence.
Yeah, no, I'll keep talking. I'll keep reading this story, but here's the headline. Camel attacks kill 2 at Tennessee petting zoo.
Hold on a second. I really thought that you were mispronouncing Kamala Harris's name. So you're going to have to read that slower.
Kamala Harris attacks 2 at Tennessee
You
petting
said
zoo.
Kamala, and I was like, what?
Camel attacks
Oh, okay.
kills 2 at Tennessee petting zoo. Let's think on this one.
Camel attacks, kill 2.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris kills 2 camels.
No, kills 2 people at Tennessee petting zoo. First, we can just talk about that's insane. When you think of a petting zoo, why the fuck are there camels there? They spit in people's faces.
You'd
no,
only
that's
be able to
llamas,
pet
I
like
think.
their knees. They're
Camels
pretty tall
spit,
animals.
too.
Camels spit.
Yeah.
And kids are going and petting these fucking things?
Yeah, so a petting zoo means they let you in the cage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fucking
Means
insane.
there's no separation between you and the dangerous animal.
Also, maybe there's a barricade and you can touch its head.
Then how did it kill
It
2
just
people?
Well-
bit their heads off? Like they're
I'm
eating
just saying
grass?
that
Did it just pick them up like a crane by their head?
they don't have video, but
Oh, god damn it.
they 2 people died. It doesn't say if it's kids. But why are you at a petting 67-year-old and 42-year-old? Oh no, those are the deputies. Those are the deputies.
I was like 42, 67 makes
I read
sense.
this whole article a week ago.
Imagine making it 42 years and then dying in a petting zoo by a camel attack. All the shit you almost died. You know, everybody almost dies.
I
by
hope
the
they're
time
like
they're 42.
a Korea, like a war vet or some shit. Like,
Vietnam.
Vietnam to have gone through some real shit, and then a petting zoo is what takes you out.
That's what happens.
Oh no, they were the cops that died.
The cops died?
Deputies say 42-year-old Bobby Matheny. I'm sorry, I'm messing this up. And
This is a reading
67-year-old
practice for
Tommy
you.
Gunn of Albion,
Tommy
Tennessee.
Gunn?
It's 2 ends.
Tommy Gunn? Deputy Tommy Gunn?
He's not a deputy. It said deputies say 42-year-old Bobby Matheny and 67-year-old Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn was born to die by a camel in Tennessee.
What the fuck?
You know Tommy's son is killing that camel. He's definitely a Billy Gunn.
His dad was just a big fan of Al Capone or something. Why do you name your kid Tommy Gunn?
It's like, well, my name's Robert Gunn, and I only have one option.
I'm Tommy Gunn the third.
Yeah, probably.
Seriously, Thomas Gunn. Yeah, that's a wild name. What was the other guy's name? Pat Metheny?
Bobby Metheny.
What the
Bobby
fuck?
Metheny.
They both are Y names, Bobby
Yeah,
and
it
Tommy.
makes sense they had meth in his name.
That shit is
Yeah.
insane.
It's
to me.
Matheny.
Oh.
So,
Fucking Tommy Gunn.
Wow.
I
okay,
can't
so
believe
do y'all
that
have
shit.
your weekend update joke? Camel attacks, kill 2 at Tennessee petting zoo. This won't be the something like that. That's a joke cadence.
I gotta admit, I got nothing.
Okay,
It's-
that's
it's
all right.
early. I just finished my eggs.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh my god.
I was assuming something with.
Government using camels to eliminate Tommy guns from the streets.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go. We got a joke on the board. And Brian's a loser.
Anyone
nothing.
named AK-47, you're next.
I thought y'all were going to do something with like camel toe.
They
on
almost
your
got my
face.
son Bazooka.
Yeah. Is that your Ron White version?
Bazooka gun.
Tater salad.
Tommy gun aimed at camel toe, destroyed immediately.
They're saying it's revenge for our unauthorized invasion of Iraq.
We attacked the camels.
That's my
You
family.
got killed a livelihood.
Yeah, exactly.
This is for all those poppy fields. Holy fuck.
If we destroy their transportation, we can get to the root of this. Oh, God.
Holy fuck. Hold on. My fucking.
All the oil in Iraq is stored in the camel humps. You didn't know that.
You got to slice them open with the Alibaba swords.
Our cars run off camel hump juice.
Jesus.
It's brutal.
It's bad. It's bad.
That's
it's
why
a pandemic.
I drive a
Or
Tesla.
That's what they fill the Tesla batteries with.
Yeah. Baby teeth and camel humps.
Everybody knows.
Holy fuck.
Wait, I'm trying
Oh
to
my
find my
God.
fucking notes.
Tommy Gunn. I'm sorry, R.I.P. Tommy Gunn, but you were bound to have a goofy death with a name like that.
It's just inevitable.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The fact that he was named Thomas, like, there's no way he was named Tommy. And that.
No, his birth certificate is Tommy.
Yeah. Oh, you think so?
Yeah, for sure. They do that in the
His
South.
dad was like, Tommy. Tommy just sounds got a good ring to it.
Yeah, he was probably like, you know, there was probably some kind of in the early 70s was when they started the regulations on guns, when gun control started.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I'm calling my kid Tommy Gun.
That was back
From
when
my
they only
cold dead
wanted to-
hands. That's his other kid's name.
Cold.
From my cold dead hands.
That was back when gun regulation was only in black neighborhoods.
Yeah, exactly.
They were like,
Black
"Come-
Panthers.
Yeah, come leave a gun. Come, we got a box down at City Hall. You just come leave your gun, and everything's gonna be cool, man. We're
Chill.
gonna keep our guns, but you
Yeah.
guys should just get rid of that.
This is my kid, Second Amendment.
Yeah.
this is my other kid, Tommy Gun. I'm gonna name my kid First Amendment.
This is Winchester. This is Colt.
That's free speech Vokey right there.
This is Fur Vokey. His middle name is Demendment.
Demendment.
That reminds me of
That
the
sounds
Norm
like-
joke. That's like the Norm joke, the ID.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I stands for
I.
ID, identification.
It's really lopsided.
Yeah.
Okay, I got another news story. This one
Holy
we don't need a
fuck.
joke for unless you have one. But this just...
Yeah, no jokes in this section. Of the podcast.
no, I'm just saying it doesn't have the same setup for a weekend update
Okay.
style joke. But this just made me laugh because, like, what is left? Billy Joel biopic gets greenlit despite no music, no likeness, and no name rights.
Wasn't the Queen one close to that? The Freddie Mercury
I
one?
think originally, but they ended up getting the likeness and the name rights.
Right, but they didn't have any music.
No,
right?
they did have the music.
Yeah,
Oh,
they used music.
I think that was something about that happened with the original Ali G guy, Sacha Baron Cohen
Sacha
one.
Baron Cohen. There was a story that supposedly broke more into like the darker side of what was going
Right,
on,
but they couldn't get the rights.
into Freddie hiding his
homosexuality
and his illness and like that whole sort of spectrum to him dying and all that. And Sacha Baron Cohen was supposed to play like
that's what it was.
Older Freddie Mercury, and from what I've heard, the band actually didn't want that to come out, and they wanted it to be more of like a glorification of the band.
Well, also the band was wanted to. They wanted it to be a movie about Queen, and so after he dies, they're like, and then we'll get into like our career after Freddie.
So Freddie's just in the first act. Yeah, then the singer died of AIDS, but then after that, I did a project with Dave Grohl. Then we got
our greatest hits went platinum.
Adam Lambert started singing for us. Adam Lambert is the whole third act of the movie.
Played by Adam Lambert.
Played by him, yeah.
Honestly, that would be an incredible movie. Sacha Baron Cohen giving like an Oscar-worthy performance for only like 40 minutes.
Yeah. And then Adam Lambert comes in.
Can they give an Oscar to half a movie?
Yeah. So we met
for Adam Lambert, right? Because he's gonna steal the show.
We met a bucktooth fella from Zanzibar, yada yada yada. A lot happened. Then Adam Lambert comes in.
Oh my god! They're like, yeah, like
cut two, you get it.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Because that's totally applicable for like an AC/DC movie.
Yeah,
where it's like
for
half
sure.
and half, but it's like,
Yeah.
like no, but we're still here. Like, just keep focusing on us.
Yeah, that would make sense for AC/DC.
Yeah, it
not
actually
so much
does.
Queen. I mean, if they made a Van Halen movie, I wouldn't even want to see the Sammy Hagar part.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
that should be the credits where all that's happening.
Yeah,
and we're
yeah,
just
yeah.
sort of like leaving the theater.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get an after credit scene of David Lee Roth coming back, like a fucking Marvel movie.
Somebody like gets a text from David Lee Roth, and that's it. Holy fuck!
It's just his logo.
Dude,
I can't believe that.
every David Lee Roth story I listen to, he used to be on the radio. He's the worst. I used to listen to him a lot, and he would always.
I bet that's. In what is it a local?
It was like on Sirius or something.
Nice.
But he would like add like Japanese philosophy into every story. But he'd be like, "So there I was driving down the freeway 55 miles an hour, and then the Shinto spoke to me." And they're like, and every story is like this. It's so weird. Like Japanese philosophy, and he'll like throw in like
he's really
full
into-
Japanese words.
He's really into
Like,
martial
well,
arts.
you
and
know,
stuff.
I was taking a poop the other day, and then
Yeah.
Confucius say that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Before
my
we move to
God.
the next story, have y'all ever seen the Billy Joel documentary?
I don't think so.
Well, it's
Is it just him driving his car into different restaurants?
Pretty much.
Smashing into different Italian
It
restaurants
was-
in Long Island.
it was just really funny because I don't know how to describe his music, but he's like multiple times he's like, at the end of the day, it's just about making rock and roll. And I guess he is rock, but it's like you listen to some of his music.
He's in the Little Richard area of rock
it's-
and roll,
but
piano-based
yeah,
rock.
he's old
Yeah,
school
right.
rock, but it's just like the way he'd say, we just rock the house.
I mean,
every
if you
night.
grow up listening to like what they
I'm
consider
sure there's
to
a
be
couple
rock,
that I don't hate, but
he can't escape that sort of genre. Like,
Yeah.
if you're any sort of upbeat, if you're anything past
he makes
the tempo
pop
of doo-wop,
music, I would say.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, he's no Elton John though, dude. Elton John kicks his ass all day.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, easily. Okay,
Licks
next.
his ass too.
What?
That'd be a sweet sex tape to drop. Elton John and Billy Joel now,
This
like recorded this week.
I would watch. I would
course
watch
you
it.
would.
That would be fucking amazing.
I got it. This is another one. I feel like both of y'all really can relate to this one. Former KKK leader running for office in North Georgia says, "I'm a white civil rights activist." How does that make you feel? You're pretty racist, so
I am.
Yeah,
I
we
feel like
both-
you can relate to this guy.
We've both done some time in the South.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like this is par for the course for idiot moron
Yeah.
thinking in the South.
I was gonna say like same thing every 2 years.
Yeah,
There's a
right.
guy like this.
And I believe he's endorsed by
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Taylor's favorite, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, he loves her.
Or he endorses, or I don't know. Yeah.
I'm
it's
sure
so
he endorses her.
It's
Yeah.
so funny the platform of these things because it's like white civil rights is just the halt of black civil rights. Like there's no profiting from the whites.
Right, they're not trying to get anything. They're trying to stop other people
Yes,
from getting
100%.
something. Yeah.
How,
Well-
how dare you want the same life and quality that I have.
Yeah, that's the civil rights.
Right.
Well, I mean, it is getting pretty hard for white men in the South. I
That's
think.
right.
I'm sure he's lost out on a lot of roles that he's been auditioning for.
Yeah.
Well, he
In
goes.
Georgia, he might have been up for the new Hopper and on Stranger Things.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
get it. So
Yeah, it's tough.
Ever
It's
since
tough
that
out there.
bathroom bill or whatever, the voting bill took all the Hollywood over to North Carolina.
Just because he used to be in the KKK and used to lead a chapter doesn't mean he can't run for
he
public
is
office.
a leader. Like,
Right. I mean, he would be such a hit if he actually reformed.
No, that's his
Right.
whole thing. No, that's what he's saying. He's saying I changed from the past, but he's running on
Well,
a-
Why is he
running
saying
on
he's
a
a white
white-
civil rights activist?
because he's still
wait.
racist enough to say that. He's
Oh.
as racist as Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I was about to
not
say.
KKK racist.
I thought he was
But it's
trying
a
to
small
say
step.
that he's a white civil rights activist.
No, a
he's
white civil rights.
person
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
fighting-
White civil
You heard it
rights.
right the
Okay.
first time.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
making sure. Just
No,
gotta-
no,
Well,
no,
that's
no.
a huge because that would be really clunky journalism.
White civil rights activist.
Yeah, I think you need a comma there.
Yeah.
Take
You
a
can
picture
leave
with
white
black
out.
leaders, like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna mix it
Yeah.
up as much as you can. Oh my god.
Okay, this is probably joke worthy if y'all can come up with a joke for this one. Landfill worker in porta potty crushed by bulldozer in tragic accident.
I guess that guarantees there'll be no Jackass 5. that's how
No
Steve-O
Steve-O.
died.
I'm Bam Margera.
Oh
Welcome
my
to
god.
Steve, oh no.
honestly, it has to be inspired.
He's
by
in the
Jackass.
porta potty. That's my Bam.
We're getting weird.
Hey man, I was in a porta potty, man.
In the set dresser, didn't know that the bulldozer was right there.
And they
Just
put,
poop, dude.
I was in a porta potty, then Tomater crushed me to death.
Oh, Mater.
You might be. No, that's the wrong guy.
Yeah, close enough.
Larry the Cable Guy hated that I was doing stand up.
That's right.
Oh my god, that's right. Here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
They're
That's
all-
the worst one. Here's your sign. The worst. Bill Engvall is because I actually find Larry the Cable Guy funny.
I do too. Yeah.
But Bill Engvall is just, every bit he has is just my wife is such a fucking bitch. That's like the underlying emotion of every one of his fucking
yeah,
bits.
and then he's like, "Women, I don't know how do you deal with these kids all day?
Yeah, yeah,
How do
yeah.
you deal with these kids? I got kids. I don't know how to deal with them. I don't
Yeah.
know." And then one day my kid came up to me and he's like, "Daddy, what am I supposed to do with the other leg of my pants? I have one leg on the other leg." And I'm just like, "Here's your sign." Bro.
Yeah.
It's like, wait.
Also,
was there a premise in that?
guy does 272
That sounds
road dates a
pretty-
year,
yeah,
and he's like,
right.
"How do you deal with these children?" He's home
Yeah,
once a month for 2 days.
they are terrible.
Yeah. You ever notice how children aren't whores that you're fucking on the road?
Yeah.
I like the whores that I fuck on the road.
I like
hate
to be
my
moral
kids.
about the whores though, because
Yeah, yeah.
I like them to be married with kids as well.
Yeah,
He's the worst of all of them. Jeff Foxworthy, great comic, but
no,
doesn't,
he's the
doesn't make me
legend.
laugh.
He's a legend. Though.
Larry makes me laugh. Ron White makes me laugh.
Ron
Ron
White's the
is-
best.
yeah, he's by
No
He's the
question.
best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Engvall's the worst.
That should have been one of my non-trivia questions, but you guys wanted to.
Yeah, we would have
yeah,
both
yeah.
gotten
All
that.
over it.
That would have
Who's
been
the worst of the four fucking
Yeah, I think that would've-
Blue Collar Comedy
blue
Tour.
collar comedy tours?
Yeah,
Oh my god,
the white civil rights comedy tour.
that's
Yeah.
another. What a great example of four black comedians doing something incredible, and four white comedians being like, we could
The
do
Kings of
that.
Comedy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do that too.
Yeah, they should have called it Poor Face.
Yeah,
'Cause that's what they were wearing. They were wearing Poor Face.
Yeah, I'm
These
like, do that-
millionaires are calling themselves blue collar.
Yeah, that's,
Were they that rich then?
Jeff
I mean,
Foxworthy
Jeff
was.
Foxworthy
Jeff
has a
Foxworthy
private
was.
jet,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like,
No, I knew he was.
No,
but-
I think Ron White was like homeless in Mexico.
Yeah.
I think he was legit.
could you imagine?
No, he was
if
a road
other-
comic at that point.
No, but he had like a moment where he had
Yeah.
to move to Mexico because he had like no money.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, he like fucked a waitress who,
Yeah.
and she got him kicked out of the club circuit because it was like at a club that owned all the clubs he worked.
Damn.
Yeah,
fun.
he's sick, dude.
Yeah, no, I love Ron White. I love Ron White. Well, I feel like those are the best of my news stories. So
They were good.
thank you. But I feel like that's
Wait, what was the story? Last one was that the white civil rights one? Was that the?
no. Was that the last one I just closed out of?
I feel when you guys
Oh, no, the
can't
porta
remember
potty
shit
death.
that
Porta
we
potty
just
death.
did, it makes me feel so much better about how much weed I smoke.
Yeah.
Because I have that shit all the time, and I'm like, is that because of weed, or I just think that I just am like that? And
There-
then
I have a
totally
terrible
sober
memory.
people will do that shit, and it makes me feel great. So, I appreciate
Oh
it.
no, I
But then I
realized.
say Activia when we're supposed to say not trivia. And
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
So
I
it's
drank
good.
my short-term memory away. Booze destroys your frontal lobe, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
I'm still just as clumsy and forgetful not drinking for sure.
yeah.
Like I'm always getting cut on the edge of stuff or like just running into stuff, and I thought it was because of drinking, and it's not. I'm just a clumsy person. So
All right,
and forgetful. I lose stuff all the time. So
sounds right. Almost lost me as a friend.
yeah. I'm gonna put on
whose
my cool
glasses are
glasses.
I think I think it's time for
I'm ready.
the trivia portion
I'm ready.
of the episode.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Not trivia.
Probiotic yogurt.
I gotta be honest. I think that was our best one yet.
That might have been our best.
I think we were we weren't flat. Might have been a little flat.
You were flat. I nailed it. I'm just kidding.
Well, as a dude who's been told he has tits before, being called flat isn't the worst thing in the world.
Did you have tits?
I have a small case of gynecomastia, which is the growth of the gland behind the nipple.
No, I didn't know this.
Happens sometimes for people who take steroids or just randomly on dudes.
Have you taken steroids before?
I've not taken steroids.
Brian, have you taken steroids before?
Yeah, I'm on them right now.
Really?
That's why I'm so jacked.
I can tell.
Yeah,
I'm
look
off
at-
camera. They don't know.
Yeah, look at the
He's
biceps.
very jacked.
Yeah, dude, I'm
The
so
bison-
swole.
He wouldn't
Guys.
fit on camera. That's why we do it this way.
All right, guys, we're gonna start this not trivia out with Bo's favorite game, the old 1 to 100 guessing game.
Okay.
And so this week we're gonna have the two of you say it at the same time, which was a brilliant idea that I came up with.
That was,
In the moment, I just like shifted. I was like, we're gonna do it this way, but then I shifted right to it,
yeah, that was smart.
and I'll take all the credit for that. But so,
That wasn't even what we suggested. I said the same number. That's what
no,
I was
but
complaining.
we shifted to the same number.
Yes.
I took your idea,
Yeah,
and I made it
you
better.
evolved it. Okay.
I made it better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So all three of us are going to say it at the same time. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess we can all three say it. I was gonna have you two say it, and then I was gonna say who was
Well,
closer.
no, you can't. You got to say it second because we're both gonna wait to watch the beginning of
Yeah,
the
'cause
I'm
I'm just
not.
gonna say the number.
I'm
and
going to
you guys
stare
are
at
gonna do it.
you.
All right,
I'm going to read you reading him.
the two of you on 3. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
61. 61.
61 and 88.
Uh-huh.
The answer is 50. Bo is just on a roll
He's
lately.
on fire, dude.
He is on a roll.
That's right. I'm just
And I
building
feel
him
like
up to break him down.
I feel like he's been doing
That's a
some
gun.
studying.
That's a gun.
I caught the bullets with my teeth. Fuck. So fuck you.
All right, guys. This first set of questions is
Uh-huh.
going to be about some of my favorite bands.
Okay.
Okay, so
I do not know your music
I've
taste
listed
at all.
5 of my favorite bands that I assume no one else knows them.
Okay.
You might know 1 or 2. You might not.
Probably
know it.
won't. I don't know music at all.
Okay, I'm going to name them right now.
You very much do.
I don't.
What'd you say?
He said he doesn't know music.
I don't really.
You like hang out with professional musicians.
And I'm not
Maybe
into
that's why they like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't know anything. He's like,
Yeah,
what's a
yeah.
chord? What's a...
Y'all are cool, man. I like how you fucking make
Whenever
sounds.
I'm
and
around
shit.
y'all,
It's crazy.
The noise that surrounds you is it seems more pleasant than the noise around other people.
I am fortunate to like the music that my friends make, but I've never been musically inclined. I was in choir, though.
but
at
you
one
do
point.
like music, and you are aware.
Yeah, but
that
like
bands
every time
exist.
people are like, these are my favorite bands, I don't know a single fucking one.
Well, that's
Like
good.
my girlfriend's music, I don't fucking know any. Most of it, I've
That's-
never heard of it.
That's best case scenario
Yeah.
for this game.
Okay.
then. Okay. So I'm gonna name all 5 bands, and then we'll get to the question portion. Okay. Blood Ceremony. 3, just the number 3. Little Tybee. 2/8. And Kill Whitney Dead. Okay. Bo, you go first.
I think I
Which-
remembered them.
Which of I'll repeat them for
No,
you.
you don't have to. I got them.
Which of those bands
Uh-huh.
did I make up? I'll read them again.
2/8.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
All right, Brian, we're going to go to you.
It was Blood Ceremony 3, Kill Whitney Dead,
2/8, and Little Tybee.
Little Tybee.
That's the one that you think that
That's
I
a
made
pretty
up?
good guess.
No, I was just repeating.
Oh, okay.
Bo went with 2/8. You can choose the same if you'd like.
I'm going to go with 3.
That was up there for me, too.
The correct answer is 2/8.
Fuck yeah. I mean, give it up for Brian, though. He was so close. He also guessed a number.
Brian.
I appreciate it. I can tell you need this to feel good. So and do it whatever you need to do.
Give it up for... Let's just hear it one more time.
Brian. Every time you get something right, we just cheer Brian.
Let's get him a trophy.
2/8 is a band name that I made up that I think would be great for like an all-white reggae
I
band.
think that's a terrible name.
Wouldn't that's what's that, an ounce, a quarter?
The quarter, yeah.
Quarter, yeah.
Yeah, it's a quarter. 2/8.
It's a quarter.
Okay. All right, Bo, you're up. You're up 1-0. Own them. Brian.
You can't be one-sided in this.
What? Who can't be one-sided?
I'm just kidding.
I'm not being one-sided.
Nobody
said
wants you
kill
to
him.
win, Bo.
All right, Brian.
It'll make me
sir.
happy for a little bit.
Of the 4 remaining bands, Little Tybee, 3, Blood Ceremony, and Kill Whitney Dead, which has the most albums?
Blood Ceremony 3, Little Tybee, Kill Whitney Dead. Well, Kill Whitney Dead sounds like a band from like the late 90s, so I'm going to go with Kill Whitney Dead.
Okay.
I'm going with Blood Ceremony.
Okay, Bo goes with Blood Ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Brian with Kill Whitney Dead. The answer is Kill Whitney Dead.
Hey, but I have a problem with this because this is actual trivia.
Shut up.
That's actual
Oh,
trivia.
you get one wrong, and you start contesting like a little fucking dweeb.
What's the section called? Remind me. Not
trivia.
trivia. So
It's not trivia.
doesn't count. That is trivia.
All right,
Because
Bo.
I was able to use reasoning?
Yeah, you win. You win. Give it up for Brian. He got this
Oh,
one.
no,
right.
give it up for
You guys
Bo.
are tied.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh,
Give
you're
it up
doing
for
a
the
great
tie
job.
that we're in right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Look how fucking burned he felt. It was just getting one wrong.
Felt pretty rough.
Guy went on a tirade.
I lost it.
And I got to be honest, I switched up last second because I was going to do what's my favorite band.
Yeah, that would be not trivia.
But it is trivia for me.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's
okay.
not knowable trivia without knowing.
All right, I'll try to be a little bit more one-sided
I'm
to help
kidding.
you win
I'm
next time.
kidding. I'm kidding.
We're like Bo lose, man.
Wait.
All right, here, Bo. Of those 4,
Stop.
what's my favorite? What's my favorite of the 4? Little Tybee, 3,
Is this
Blood
an
Ceremony,
actual
Kill Whitney Dead.
question?
This is an actual question.
Your favorite.
This is just a bonus point for you. Brian doesn't even get a shot.
Your favorite is 3. Your favorite's 3.
3 is right.
Yeah, that's not trivia, baby.
There you go. He's back.
And he's
There we go,
back.
Bo.
The peacock's tail is back.
Yes.
All right.
It's like,
All right. We are on to our
And then-
last section of Not Trivia. I'm going to list 4 of what I consider to be the most... What are you doing with your eye?
Nothing.
Fucking crazy.
Continue.
All right, I'm going to list 4 of what I believe to be the most overrated American creations.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say American.
Or something creative.
George Washington.
No. Here, so I'll list them. Here we go. Avatar, the movie.
Avatar comes up a lot.
Yeah, he loves it.
I
It's his favorite movie.
Taylor Swift's discography.
Okay.
Hamilton, the Broadway play, and Meryl Streep.
What's to you the most underrated or overrated?
Which of these 4 do I believe to be the most overrated? Anything to come out of America?
Am I first?
You are first.
I'm going with Meryl Streep. And one of the reasons why, this has nothing to do with, but I was just reading about how she blasted Walt Disney a long
She
time
has
ago.
blasted him?
She has blasted Walt Disney over a lot of stuff that turns out might not be true according to the Jerusalem Post. So I'm going with Meryl Streep. Plus, that's what I think.
But he didn't even know about that, though.
Yeah, but there's no logic or reason to
Yes. Okay.
Oh, there's not?
You just
Oh, it's just
spent
called not
time-
trivia for no reason.
All right. I'm going to go with Hamilton. And my reasoning is I've never seen it, but everybody was obsessed with it. And from people that I've heard, it was like pretty bad rapping. And I'm sure that dude is pretty talented, but I heard it wasn't. From close sources, I heard it was like, I don't know why you
All
did
right.
that good.
We have an interesting instance here. Because I was going to wait to say this. I didn't think this was going to come up, but
It was a tie between Hamilton
I
and
am
Meryl
tied
Streep.
between Hamilton and Meryl Streep as the most
Give it up for Brian.
overrated
Give it up for Brian.
to come out of this fucking country. I honestly don't understand the infatuation with Meryl Streep.
I don't either.
No. I understand the infatuation with her, but I don't understand the credit that she's given as an actress.
She just cries.
I've never seen a role where
Doubt? She's in Doubt. She's great in Doubt.
she just played a more stern version of who she was in Mamma Mia.
I think she's good.
Howard
Like-
Stern.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Who they're saying might be wearing a wig. I'm just putting it out
I
there.
actually, and I'll totally take that. Maybe I'm just out of touch. Maybe I just don't understand acting to a level, but I also believe that I do, and I think that there are plenty of actresses that can outact Meryl Streep any fucking day of the week. But I think that she is a kind, tall, white lady that is very easy for people to love. And if you are lovable, it's really easy to attach your art to some sort of higher echelon.
Does anybody love her though?
I don't think
Dude,
she's.
people
I don't think
love
she's
the
overrated. I think
shit
she's
out of
great.
her.
Really, I always thought that because like I've never heard like in casual conversation people be like Meryl Streep. All I've ever heard it from is the media.
Oh no, it's
No, I think she's
yes,
good.
young, like anyone who's like into film, but in like a generic sense, fucking loves her to like an outrageous level. It's wild, and like any
Diane
list I've
Keaton's
seen,
better.
any list I've seen of like the top actresses, she's always in like one or two at least.
Right? Yeah, I just
agree with
I've
it.
never heard a family member or anybody like the way like people talk about like I don't know Jack Nicholson.
yeah.
You know, like yeah, or guys in general.
Who would you put up?
Yeah, exactly.
Who would you
that's
put up
kinda what it is.
as another woman actor that you think tops Meryl Streep? Because I think she deserves all the credit she gets, and I think she's great.
See, I don't. I think the biggest downfall for a lot of the best actresses is that they don't have the roles in place to really show off their abilities. And I think Meryl Streep is one of the few actresses who has been given a lot of those roles, and in my opinion, sort of
I don't know if I've seen her in
Like-
anything.
You have.
like I've never like into what's the Bruce Willis movie where it's not Dead Like Me. It's fucking
Pulp Fiction.
yeah, Pulp Fiction.
Death Between Us. With
Death Becomes Her,
Death Becomes Her. Yeah.
which is amazing. But again, like I actually
It's a pretty
truly,
silly movie.
I truly feel this way. And I'm sorry if this offends anyone. I think that Meryl Streep is the Owen Wilson of actresses.
I think Owen Wilson's great.
He's a good.
You sounded like him when you said that.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, I think the guy's great.
He's really good at like playing, but he has a small range.
He's got a pocket.
and he is where he is. And I think Meryl Streep is the same way. And to put her in a category with like someone like Christian Bale or like Jack Nicholson or something like that, which she is often put into, it's just I don't know.
I just saw Owen Wilson.
Maybe I'm sexist.
In that pretty bad romantic comedy, Marry Me with Jennifer Lopez, and he shined. He made
Yeah,
that
he
movie.
shined.
Just
Watch-
saw that movie.
yeah, he made the movie watchable.
Wait, is it something
saw
that
it.
you've seen years
No,
and
I
years
saw
ago?
a trailer for it, and I was like,
It's pretty bad, but it.
Yeah,
I was
can't.
hosting at the Alamo, like a screening, and that trailer was the last trailer that played. And I went up in front of the Alamo, and I go, "Boy, that J-Lo movie looks great, huh?" And it got like a laugh, and I was like, "Oh, good."
No, it's knowingly bad. I watched it knowing it's bad. Me and my girlfriend watched romantic comedy. The one that was good was the one with Charlie Day and the girl that does the snail voice.
What's that?
I love you, Daddy.
No,
Charlie Day's in that Louis C.K. movie.
Oh no, it's not that. It's a new one on Hulu. It's good. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know.
Horrible Bosses.
Yeah,
Okay,
Horrible
so-
Bosses 6.
So, no, it's a romantic comedy. It's brand new on Hulu. What is your opinion on Hamilton then?
Hamilton again is.
Did you see it though?
I tried
The Disney one?
I
Or the
tried to
Disney
watch
Plus one?
the filmed version, and in my opinion, like the hip hop, and I gotta put quotes around the hip hop in it is maybe the most disrespectful
Thing
thing
to
I've
rap.
ever seen for Black culture that's ever happened.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm speaking hyperbole, but it's some of the grossest, like whitest, even though it wasn't written by a white person, it was just like, it's some of the worst music I've ever heard, and outside of a Broadway play,
Yeah.
it would be considered such.
I wonder if seeing it live though, it's pretty good. Because
I
seeing
Musicals
live,
suck ass.
I
do
don't know,
have to
live
say,
spectacles in general, I like.
I hate musicals. Stop singing at me.
I like it.
I just
like
think
it. Did you see Book of Mormon?
No, but
Well,
I'm
but-
sure
yeah.
that's
So good.
that's different.
it is.
Is
different.
it?
It really is different.
It's
But-
a really good musical though.
It's written by
Songs
people who
alone.
have self-awareness.
Yeah.
But like Team America is fucking incredible in a
Yeah.
musical, but
Yeah.
it's not a standard musical. It's like their sort of genre.
Well, Book of
bending.
Mormon is very much a straight up musical. Like those
Right, but it's also
South Park movie
hysterical.
and
It's
Team
like-
America are movies that have musical numbers. They're not musicals straight through. Book of Mormon is a straight up musical.
Every bit of dialogue is
No,
sung.
but so many more songs. There's a whole soundtrack that's like I think 10 songs. It's like
I might not like it then.
no, the songs are hilarious.
Yeah,
you would
it's-
like it.
it's-
You would
it
definitely
is really
like
funny.
it.
But I'm the same way. I personally I don't like theater in general.
I
Like
do.
the idea of acting on a stage in an age where you can act in front of a camera and actually convey like real emotions as opposed to like spinning around and fainting.
No,
which
dude,
is
there's
for-
really good theater
Right,
that
but
is
it's
showcases
it's
people acting.
very specific to that style of acting, and you can see a lot when people from the theater come over to film how difficult it is for them to not overact, especially in close-ups when you have to be really subtle.
There is grounded smaller theater acting though, where it's much more. I know what you mean, like
That's
overperforming
fine.
and stuff like that.
But it's still-
live
it's-
theater is dope.
I
And
disagree.
okay, let me compare it to this: seeing stand up in a club to watching a special.
Right, but I like stand-up. I like what
You
is
like
happening in
acting.
Right, but it's not that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying I'm sure there are things you would like.
I disagree. I think that there are like a level of things that I can like Book of Mormon, when it's sort of genre bending outside of that and almost parody of what that genre is on stage. But
There's plays like that are just funny and weird and fucked up. I'm just saying.
I don't like it.
Okay, fine.
I don't like it.
Okay, next question.
I think that
Disagreement's good for podcasts, though.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm glad you guys took a side. I realize that everybody's like best clips are when they're fighting or whatever.
Yeah.
And I always am such a pussy when I'm podcasting where I'm like, oh yeah, you're probably right.
I get.
I never get into I never double down like you guys did.
I'm
That was
pretty
sick.
argumentative.
We're
about
pretty
shit,
sick.
especially-
Yeah, you guys
We're
are
so
fucking
sick,
men,
dude.
dude.
No, the original, the older podcast was when we had guests on for Taylor to argue with them because he digs his heels in no matter what, and I get to a point where I feel like I've said my point, and okay, you don't like theater. That's fine.
Last night, because in the studio we had a podcast where I grew up very punk, like, and I was making my rant was making. I was supposed to be the ass of my rant.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about Tim Armstrong from Rancid, and I was talking about how he wasn't punk, and like everybody just looked at me like I was such a bummer,
Yeah.
because I thought we were gonna get a good like play of people
Whoa,
arguing.
bro.
And they were just like, "Really, you don't think so?"
Yeah, and I just felt like
They're
such
like,
a
fuck,
dick.
I followed my life by him.
So I appreciate people who dig in because I love a little back and forth.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with stuff like this, like it's like in a creative space, I'm like pretty snobbish when it comes to like what I like and why
Yeah.
I like things. So it's easy for me to dig my heels in.
Do you find that prevents you from creating as much though because you have such good taste?
Yes, 100%. It's definitely. I mean, I know you're joking, but it's
No, I'm
actually
not.
been
100% not joking.
It's actually been hard in writing my material because all of my jokes are based in concepts that I have to figure out the concept first and then find a way to make it funny. So it's always been like any like joke that I've written, I always throw away because it's not there's nothing anchoring it to my act.
Oh yeah, no, I've always felt in anything creative ever beyond comedy, I've always felt that my taste was better than my talent,
No.
which makes you want to kill yourself.
No, okay, so
For 100%.
so I think we would all agree that a little less self-awareness and a little more ego in our
little less
creativity
conversation
and
in it.
thinking that you're the shit, because we get little glimpses of that, like, oh, this is good,
Yeah.
but then we immediately are like self-doubt,
And
self-doubt.
anything in
Oh,
life,
yeah.
if you think you're
Writing,
the
comment,
shit,
yeah,
fucking go into an office and doing
it
whatever the
helps a
fuck
lot.
you do there.
It helps a
Yeah.
lot.
Anybody who swings their dick around,
Yeah.
they succeed.
Yeah.
I do get like, though, I have like
But
that
then from our
weird-
perspective, that seems cringy. You're like, ugh.
Yeah,
This
for
fucking
sure.
You
guy.
don't realize how fucking
Because that's how I
embarrassing
feel.
you are.
Like, yeah, exactly. Because when I'm making something, I really feel like I'm making something that is of a level that I respect myself for. But then trying to convey that to like and showing other people and all that stuff, if they're not as excited, I'm like, oh yeah, well maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not that good at it, or maybe it's not what I think it is, or whatever. But I really truly believe that like the script that I wrote is a story that I really, really like, and I think that if I were to make it, people would really enjoy it, and that it would be something that wouldn't be considered unoriginal or happy
Right.
or shitty just
Sucks.
in general. But getting it to that point seems impossible because you have to really convey that to
Yes.
other people to think the way that you're
You
thinking.
have to
and
get
it's
them
like,
to believe in you. You have to be a bit of a cult leader.
yeah, and that is something that I lack greatly in like. I'll try to convince you, but if you're not on board
Yeah.
quick, I'll shy away and then just go try to find somebody else.
Yeah.
I also
So.
think, though, that hopefully the end goal is a better end product because you have so much self-doubt or so much like it's not ready yet, I don't want to share it, or whatever it is,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
forces you to refine things.
Yeah, you're like, this isn't good enough, this isn't good enough, and then you might get to a point where it's like, well, it's a draft or it's an idea, and people are like, yeah, that's really good, and you're like, okay, good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe you make something.
You should
think you're the
have
shit,
some
and then you
self-doubt.
self-doubt yourself until people think the opposite of you.
Yeah,
'Cause
you got to
that's-
fight out of it as much as you can, but the fact that it's there is better than not having it at all, because
It's
then
like-
you just
For sure. Anytime
suck.
I've gone on stage and been like, I'm about to fuck this crowd up, they don't even know I've bombed hard. And anytime I'm like sweating and like have to jump around because I'm nervous, I always have a good set. And so
Do you remember that Patton Oswalt bit about deathbed, the bed that kills?
no.
why would you buy one of those? Is that what-
No, it's a horror movie.
Oh.
where the
Oh
pre-
yes, I do remember
where
that.
he talks about the self-doubt every writer goes through when
Yeah.
they're writing something, and
Yeah.
that guy was able to push through it
Yeah.
and still make Deathbed the bed that kills.
I watched the entire movie, Deathbed.
How
I
is
have
it?
not.
It is terrible. It's basically just like there's a mysterious bed that people just keep sitting on for some reason, and it keeps eating people.
That's
like it's
pretty
like, what the
awesome.
fuck is going on? Like, if I saw a bed in the woods, I would not lay on it.
Oh, I would make a backyard wrestling ring out of
yeah.
it for sure.
Well, it depends on what age I was.
yeah.
I would blacklight
Over
that
30
shit
backyard
first.
wrestling.
I was going
Under
the other
30,
way.
nap time.
One twin mattress
Oh my god.
with a swastika
Yeah.
graffitied on it or something.
You can tell we're both all from rural areas because I'm like, I've seen that exact
Yeah.
mattress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or the cars with the tree growing through the car.
Yes.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen one of those in forever, but that definitely is a
We
thing.
just and then people and the car is full of bullet holes because
Oh,
people go in the
yeah.
woods and
Just
just
go,
shoot.
Oh, yeah.
cars.
shoot my gun. Take Tommy Gun out there.
or
Yeah.
just liquor
Shoot him.
bottles in
Yeah,
it. Just
yeah.
a ton of bottles in
I
it.
mean, my town was special because we had a UFO welcome center where this dude in his front yard built basically what looked like a fake spaceship, and you could pay $20 to go inside of it to
Get diddled.
to support like when the aliens come or some shit.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's what Bill Hicks used to say. I'm on my UFO tour because
Oh, yeah.
I only play in cities where they see UFOs.
No, it's
Yeah.
For
it's
real.
fuck, what's the joke? Like I've only rednecks have been seeing me or whatever. Something like
rednecks and
that.
farmers.
Farmers
Yeah.
have been, only rednecks and farmers have been seeing me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Good old Hicks.
Well, I think we ended not trivia on a weird note, but
Don't you have another one?
I don't think that I do. I think we.
Oh yeah, the music.
I think I
one.
doubled down on my tiebreaker
Yeah.
for your extra special, but I think that means that you win.
Well, Let's just
So,
give it up for Brian one more time.
Thank you.
I gave him a gift
Proud of
and
you.
I beat him, so I'm really
Oh, I
winning.
forgot about the gifts.
Don't
I'm
forget
really
about the
excited about
gifts. I had to.
I'm gonna. Hey, next episode, I'm gonna have a clean cut.
You just bring back
trimmed
the whoever wins gets.
Yeah, whoever.
They're just covered in hair.
He gets my dirty shit.
I am excited to shave my neck, dog.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
hell yeah.
back of my neck gets it sometimes.
Because I'm
little
growing my
one's
hair
cool.
really. I'm gonna go balding long.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Like long balding hair.
Oh, a skullet.
You're missing
Yeah.
like the front area, but
More the back and the front.
Okay.
I'm
Hell
just
yeah.
gonna have that like chin strap.
I got you.
That's dope.
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty across the top.
Yes, 100%.
I'm looking forward to that for you.
It's a crown of hair.
Hell yeah.
Like a friar tuck or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Because you're gonna have like a short cul-de-sac, and you're gonna have the circle in the back.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Hell yeah.
I had a friend, the same friend that I said was fat last week in high school. We weren't allowed to wear hats, and so he shaved himself a friar tuck and wore a hat to school, knowing that in class the teacher would be like,
Take
"Take
that
that hat out."
That's fucking awesome.
It
Actually,
was pretty cool.
God damn, that's cool.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy.
Shit,
Fat
you know
people are always so funny.
He's not fat.
They said he was fat.
I called him fat because he called me fat,
Oh.
and he definitely wasn't fat in high school.
Oh, I thought you just said he was fat.
No,
in high
I
school.
called him fat because he called me fat.
Well, I was calling you funny then.
Cool.
Bo, do you by any chance have anything for me to read in that bag you have?
Yeah,
over
I-
there? What the fuck was that?
What is this?
That's the Clippers.
Oh, it's the Clippers. I was like, gee, somebody's phone is broken.
These aren't owned
How about
by
I have you
Mark
read a
Wahlberg?
news article that I didn't pick?
Yeah, that sounds good. I had a little book that I was gonna bring, but I forgot it.
This
are
is
we are we okay on time?
Yeah, you're at hour 14.
Okay, sweet.
sweet. So I'll read you the headline, and then I'll pull it up to the story.
That sounds good. I'll read as much as I can get through.
Big invasive parachuting spiders will begin to cover entire East Coast, experts say.
I have seen about this story. I've not
Yeah.
read anything, but my friends and fam in South Carolina seem to be a little concerned about this.
So if you start, it starts right here, and then
and it splits down
yeah,
here.
it splits right
Okay.
there.
So this is what this looks like dialogue.
Yeah, there's some dialogue in there. It's edgy news writing. You have
Okay.
to perform those dialogues too.
Yeah, I'm trying. So this starts with one of Georgia's newest residents already struggles with acceptance here in the Peach State. It's disgusting, said Anna Reed. A big no, said Denisha Match. Oh, Lord Jesus, said Gregory Lightfoot. University of Georgia scientists have released a study saying our new eight-legged residents are about to become even more prolific in Georgia and spread up and down the entire East Coast. No predators. It doesn't have anything that's controlling its population size in the new habitat. But it has perfect conditions to spread, said
You're
Benjamin
doing good.
Frick, co-author of the study of an undergraduate. Oh wait.
Sound it out.
Co-author of the here we go. Co-author of the study and an undergraduate at Odom School of Ecology, University of Georgia.
Lamar Odom.
Originally from
Tommy
Japan,
Gunn.
the 3-inch long. I thought they were talking about the guy who was originally from Japan. Originally from Japan, the 3-inch long Joro spider made its way first to Georgia, but it has begun to slowly spread out. Scientists say it will continue to do so because of its ability to survive in the cold. So in our experiment, we exposed them to a brief period of cold only for a couple of minutes at below freezing temperatures, and most of the Joros did just fine. Andy Davis, co-author of the study and research scientist at Odom School of Ecology at the University of Georgia. He said that. Researchers have found that spiders can travel using their webs like balloons or parachutes to ride the wind. But it's unknowing humans will what? But it's hold on. The sentence doesn't
Just
make
work through it.
But it's unknowing humans will
You want me to read it?
But it's unknowing humans who will spread them quicker. We had a Joro being found in Oklahoma. We tracked the person who made the first observation.
Let's hear it for Taylor.
Fuck you. Well, now I'm interested in the story. All right, guys. Do your own research about the Joro spiders from Japan. Turn your clippers on. I appreciate you, Bo. Hit them with your plugs.
I got a small burger pop-up April 3rd. Both of
That's
y'all are
right.
invited.
Can't make it, sorry.
That's all right. We're charging for $11 for double cheeseburger, chips, and a drink, and $7 for just the burger, $5 for a grilled cheese with all the toppings. Follow at Bo's Burgers LA and at Bone Thugs and eHarmony, and follow us on at www.mpod on Instagram, and follow us on YouTube.
Yes.
We need to get those subscribers up. Our listeners on the audio platforms are good, but we want people on the video, don't we?
That's right. What's wrong?
'Cause
with
look
the
at all this fun
podcast
we're
on
having.
YouTube? Yeah. You'll miss the high five and the credits.
Yeah,
and
the
everything,
high five. Yeah,
so-
we don't even put the credits in the audio version.
How do you even do? How do you do scrolling credits
Yeah,
for audio?
no, it's impossible.
Brian, is there anything you would like?
Yeah,
to
plug your
promote? I know you
dates.
got some dates and shows coming up.
Always, but the most important one is Friday, Hollywood Improv, 7:30, Adrenaline. Listen, folks, if I don't sell enough tickets, they're getting rid of the show. All right? 2 tickets are sold right now.
Well, hopefully our
If you're
listeners.
in LA, be sure to come out to Hollywood Improv. Brian's shows are always great.
I'm gonna hopefully be able
Always
to
has
make
some
it.
awesome comics on there. I've never been on there, but that's how it goes. I got to earn my way onto things. I got to get into the improv.
That was
first.
passive.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Felt
just kidding.
direct, honestly.
I'm really
It didn't
just
feel
kidding.
passive at all.
The wording was passive.
Oh, shit.
The confrontation was direct.
I didn't make eye contact, so it was passive.
I'll tell you this: most comedians have not been on that show.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't. Get
Louis
comedians
hasn't
who are
done it
going to
either.
sell tickets, because it's not me. Bill Engvall should be on the show. Oh, shit. All right, guys, be sure to check out my other podcast that I do with Doug Benson, Getting Doug with High. We do every Tuesday on our Patreon, patreon.com/gettingdoug, where myself, Doug, and Alicia Glass hang out and get stoned with a bunch of cool guests. It is a good time, only $4.20 a month. I think you can handle it. There's all sorts of other content on there as well. Be sure to follow my Instagram at Rizzo. We got stuff about the podcast going up there all the time. And just like Bo said, follow the Instagram for the podcast, www.mpod. There it is. We will see you next week. Thanks for being here, guys. Bo, let's high five them out.
Let's high five them.